Contagion. Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Winslet, Steven Soderbergh directing, Lawrence Fishburne, and many more excellent actors, cast, crew are involved in such a good film that it poses a problem. It's so accurate, it's so prophetic, if you will, and so sensible, so decent, so well made that it presents what we experience today. In other words, it tells what happens during the pandemic, Contagion. It explains what has happened since when? Since January this year, and it is happening. The record numbers of cases reported in America and a good number of other places. South Africa has numbers that are too low, apparently. I mean, officials don't know. In other places, don't want to report the real figures. Anyway, so this is this is bizarre because you're watching a movie and such a good one at that again. But then you're wondering, is this? I'm joking, of course, but is this the news? I mean, it feels like they're telling us what happens. So, so it's eerie. It's outre, bizarre, strange feeling, and of course I was amusing myself yesterday when it was again. I remember seeing it a few years back when I had no idea how prophetic this is going to be. But yesterday I was thinking, I mean, why watch this? I mean, we've been through this for so long that watching a film about what's going outside is apparently not worth it. There are differences, of course. I mean, it's why. And again, I don't know if macabre humor, but rather dark anyway. You're looking at what's going on. Wait, and again say, look, in Asia. So they're sending an investigator in Asia, in Hong Kong. So again, it wasn't Hong Kong in this particular case. What Hong Kong? There's no more Hong Kong. There's China. That's it. One China. It's not two system. It's one system. So China is the new evil empire, actually. The president for life, Xi, and now they're taking over absolute control over Hong Kong. Anyway, let's not get into that. In this case, it was China, even if we don't have to. I mean, on the contrary, we have to avoid being racist using the Wuhan virus name, or the China virus, or whatever, Kung Flu names. But in history, there was the Spanish flu. Termină, mă, tâmpitule. And in real life, this time it was generated in or near Wuhan, China. And in the film, it's Hong Kong. So they're sending an investigator, and people in China, Asia use face masks. And in the film, the Westerners don't. Which, well, they do when they're studying in the facilities and they use costumes. And there's also Jude Law, who's a journalist, a bit of a loose cannon at times. And the film is a bit here, and I'm not sure if they're using satire, if they're mocking this attitude with using forsythia and palliatives to treat the disease, just like in real life they wanted to use chloroxine, whatever, and then the idiot suggested ingesting bleach, disinfectant. So in the film, I wasn't sure. It's true I didn't watch it whole yesterday. It was a second viewing anyway. So if they were really serious in advocating homeopathic alternative medicine and criticizing the government for not using these alternatives, or they're just again anticipating what happens today when so many people promote the use of, I don't know, drinking vodka or lying in the sun to combat the coronavirus. So on the one hand, the film is excellent. On the other, as I said, it's so good that it's strange. It anticipates. It has anticipated a reality that we live in. And it's bizarre to watch a film which is feeling like the news.